Hello, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. The prosecution will be on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Hey, nothing. Wright! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother? My sister? And now you! This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... You have to be the lawyer now. Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright. Huh? Leave it to me. I'm Mia's sister after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Good question. We'll see. At the trial tomorrow. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran in your blood? I'd better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Oh, we were right at the end of that chapter. I should have just finished it. Anyway. Let's go. Let's defend ourselves in court. Thanks. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. You've changed, bro. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Yeah. I think Edgeworth's argument is better to put innocent men away than to let a guilty man go free. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? Oh, that was the Phoenix said that. Well, court will be starting soon. Wait, your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court. Today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. Prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? What's your theory? Name. These two are great together. Should have a comedy act. Oh, I mean, yeah. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm not sure if they left the squiggly out on purpose or not. Or if Nino is different from Nino. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. Well, that's a lie. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Yeah. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? He didn't specifically say that he did. Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. Can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. But what if Edgeworth was the one to single-handedly take down the biggest motherfucker in this country right here, right now? That'd be kind of crazy. Don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna have to save ourselves. But maybe. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Pick a god and pray. Let him have it, Phoenix. Or are you allowed to be over here? I'll just accept it. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. That's true. I was privately reading. Sorry, I thought he was repeating what we already heard. There's a microaggression to assume my faith. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Things occurred as you testify that I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. I have an idea as to where to start. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? You not, Mr. White? I would not. As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Alright, cool. Well, we've already got to present. Also, how you doing, Stargazer? Ooh. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. I would Edgeworth, but I don't. Not anyone else. Well, no. I would Gumshoe. Maybe. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Gumshoe. Definitely Edgeworth, though. Thanks, babe. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho. It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. The victim ran to the left as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Damn, we got him. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left, so he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? She ran to May's right and White's left. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Got him. More specifically, he was standing here. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Exactly, Edgeworth. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. Now he's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Look, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Your Honor, a scallion is a vegetable, which I clearly am not. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? He hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? I don't, because I didn't hit her. Meanie. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Hermia agreed. She didn't deserve that. Also, hello, Sunken. How are you? Welcome, welcome. His testimony was correct, as was mine. Let's see. That's what I'm saying. Let's press around a little bit. What do you mean next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. We chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. Let me check, because I feel like died from a blunt blow by a blunt object. 420. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. I want to press some more before I try anything. So you were watching both times. Well, I suppose I was, and please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Alright. If I presented the autopsy here, is that correct? Because I really feel like that's all there is to like. If we'd smacked her a second time, she would have survived for minutes after. I'm gonna try it. We have a full health bar. I believe in us. I can't check it anymore, so I'm just gonna go for it. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. All right, cool. I was a little worried, but we got it. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. He kind of talks similarly to fucking Equius from Homestuck, actually. And the way he tries to talk with big words and sound smart and cool all the time. Kind of similar. It's not like the exact same, obviously, but it's like similar enough that now that I've noticed it, you know, it's there. Anyway, Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. Krami Fizz Widget is a name you should keep tucked for later. Okay. I will try to remember that. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. The witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White. Okay. See, I looked out the window when I heard the thing fall, and then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged, and then, she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow, thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Let's get his ass. Yeah, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Other window. You heard that thing fall. I guess he means the Mayan, the Faye and Co. window. What exactly was that thing? Oh, that? Literally could have just not done this charade. Yeah, he fucked himself by coming in here today. He got cocky. Thank God rich white men are cocky and think that they're unstoppable. Because this man just fucked himself. The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something strike you as odd? White man. Yeah. White man. Who made the white man white? Damn, that Peter Pan has not aged well in some regards. That is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. What? Saying you saw the glass light stand. Yes. Change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. It was already lying on the floor. Glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why, me? Well, I was instructed not to... Wait, one moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused, but don't worry, we all know what happened now. Getting a lot less talkative. Yep. Let me check my stuff. Alright, so we have this. The light stand. It's on the floor, yeah. Broken beyond all recognition. I think that might be our in. I'm gonna try it. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Oof. I don't know. Actually, I don't even... Hold on. I have to look it up. The infamous Roblox sound. Wait. Why didn't it come up? What the fuck? There's no like... Oh, is this it? Hold on. Thank you. Stop. I found one. We're fine. I'm glad the first thing to come up... Oh, you talking about the vid about it? No, that was the... If you're talking about like the whole vid about the backstory of it, it is in fact still up. It was the first thing that came up. As it should be. Oof. I'm gonna sue Roblox because clearly that was me doing that sound. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question, bitch. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. The one that goes in the origin and story behind Caramel Dancing. Wait, that one got taken down? What for? I hope there's a re-uploads or something. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. Some single guy somewhere solely owns the right to song and hates when that's exposed. What a bitch. I hope somebody oofs him in Minecraft. There's a big problemo, or I mean problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct, that is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. I don't know if it's just the way he's standing, but it looks like the way that, like, the bottom of Edgeworth's shirt pops out at the bottom, it looks like he's just got a fat dumpy. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. It's way over there in the corner. Gotcha. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were at the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell, either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Go! Ah! Gorilla. Mr. White? Gorilla. Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like where this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fey. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fey's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fey & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please, explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to the place to wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Fucking Edgeworth. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fey & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Okay. I think this is the time to just press everything, see what we can get. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. I'd enter the Faye & Co. law offices. Was it really you that went into that office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Miss Mia's phone? Or Miss... yeah, didn't say Miss. This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something so innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh, well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Fuck. I'm not sure what to do. Oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. Not more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! And he fucking died. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Oh, you're finally awake. Ah! Hey, Phoenix. Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Maya got possessed by Mia. Ain't that wacky? You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won, huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix. White wrote that, not me. I knew it. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow. Big spender. Item glass light stand. Date of purchase September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? Oh, we've got this bitch. He's done for. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. And he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent now. You just have to prove it. Right. Alright, let's get his ass. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Also, Phoenix, why didn't you check the fucking receipt before? For those kinds of things? Anyway. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Aha, you cocky bitch. You done fucked up. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. The wiretapping. Do I present on this? Or... I'm just gonna do it. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Whoa. You're grasping. My dick. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side. Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand and the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. He's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a lot of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. It's... Very well. Pizza pasta ball! Then that is it all. That is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? No, wait. He can worm his way out of this one. Oh, wait, I forgot it's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Checked. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. Pipe-shaped structure made for us. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't hit this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. For Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Mia's memo, a list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may, You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. Yeah, my life is riding on this one. Something I would like to read to the court. Tee-hee. Now we are the motherfucker. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. Gotcha, bitch. I confess, I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Ain't he a stinker? Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. You knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yeah. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say! Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Oh, fuck. We're gonna get a blowy in the office tonight. A gobby from a ghost. Maya does a spirit thing in PXC2. Oh, neat. Chief Mia! Grabbed by the ghoulies. Mexually. September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Faye and Co. Law offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Like, you were her. Hold on, wait. Can I go back? That smug look she had there was really good. Do they have like, I don't think they have like a go back button. Damn. Anyway. I might be able to use that. Oh. Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? True. I mean, I could just go back and get it anytime. I just want it as a reaction image. Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault. I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. What's that? I'm here to take care of you. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Why is he so... Oh, because he can see her. Probably. Me when titty ghost. luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Hashtag relatable. Okay, wait up. The end. That's the end of the game. We beat it. Just kidding. Hahaha, gotcha. You fell for it. Brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Samurai. Say something but dummy. Dumbass. You promised food, dumb fuck. That'd be funny too. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Thank you, Sunken, for the follow. Mwah. Welcome to Fairy Circle. The moon? No. Oh wait, it's going for you to moon. Fuck. I didn't realize it was gonna go into. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Oh! Grah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop waving that broom around! Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? What the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. What are you, a normie? Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. It's kind of the Jojo dynamic. A little bit. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Hope somebody dies. I mean, what? I didn't say that. Phoenix kills somebody and frames someone else to get this month's rent. It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested. You mean the guy on that show? Yes, they're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. Okay. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. What's your call? What's your bet? It's like, tell him that I haven't seen that, but I'm gonna just assume that it's like 100% accurate in every way whatsoever, and this is actually just, it plays out literally the same. In fact, they were written by the creator of Phoenix Wright. He was a guest writer for Psych. Maya's here, watching television. Okay. We probably won't... Unless this is short, we won't find out till next stream, probably. But that's tomorrow, so it's not that long. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers, like, what's his actual name? The guy who plays Austin Powers, Mike something. Mike Myers. I don't know. Powers made me think of Mike Myers. We need a Goku for every cliffhanger stream. Yeah. Or something. I could do the JoJo part 1. Was it part 1, I think? Yeah, I think it was part 1 that did that to be continued with roundabout by yes. Anytime we have to stop on an unsatisfactory note. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kid show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. That was a Neo and Old. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. Power goes out. Well, it would be hard for me to throw in a Goku if the power went out. If the power goes out, then the stream just ends. The victim was Jackhammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The Samurai Sphere was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. Has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Somebody's calling. Yes, Wright and Co. law offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Alright, let's go. October 16th. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Jesus Christ. What a man. What a hairy, hairy man. He's also taller than the screen. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. Getting off to a great start. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no, No, it's okay. This is the real me, when I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask. Luck has really fallen on some tough times, oh my god. He's so tough he turned white. I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright, Maya. You need to chill out. He has a little fucking pipe on his jacket thingy. For some reason. It's kind of adorable, actually. Reminds me of Dad. Homestuck. Probably not a thing parents would tell their kids. True. I would hope not. Alright, what happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Reminds me of Dad. Yeah. Well, I said it and then I was like, oh yeah, I should clarify that. Because that just sounds sad otherwise. It reminds me of John Egbert's father from Homestuck. Is that better for you? Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was 10 minutes ago. Sunny side up. I like sunny side up eggs. I like pretty much any egg. Oh yeah, I went to my grandma's the other day, and she made breakfast, and she made scrambled eggs, and when she handed it to me, it was the most disgusting looking scrambled eggs I had ever seen in my life. I don't know how she did it. They were also like half cooked, for sure. And this was after she said that, like, she makes scrambled eggs all the time, and it's the only kind of egg she makes. So, that was something. Anyway. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. Even though it just tasted like eggs, it was hard to eat. I don't know. I feel like I'm not usually bothered by how food looks, but it just looked like someone ate scrambled eggs and then spit it back onto my plate. It's possible to, yeah, I feel like we talked about that a couple times. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon, but when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. You're correct. Oh my god, he's got a hole in him. Buff as fuck, too, actually. It would have taken some significant force to kill him. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the steel samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. These guys were the first PNG tubers. I just realized. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. He literally came from a mountain. Yeah. I mean, if she wasn't there last time, we would have been fucked. So, like you said, every good detective's gotta have a psychic partner. Although, I guess you did defeat him this time. I see. Neo Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Tell me about it. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Look at that lady in the background. She's... Oh! Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but it was a little tired. Sorry, I was staring at the lady, just freaking out. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. But when I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios, I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Alright, let's go. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me. Hey, it's the lady from the thing that was looking all crazy. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers.
Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out.
Gawkers?
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Used today. Something horrible happened. You're wasting our time. Don't you have jobs to be doing or beat lawyers? I lost it. I was a young thing when oh my god, hippie clothes. What are you used to coming to these days? And oh nope, couldn't get it. I'll try next time. Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey, listen when you're being spoken to. Used today.
He failed. So, what do you do here at the studios?
Old Global Studios. We make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days...
No, you were a star?
Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie.
Wow.
This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was...
Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now.
I feel like villains are usually the more fun character to play, if you ask me. They're just crazier.
Not exactly the best material to work with.
Especially if you can just like go all out and just like shout and scream and go fucking nuts in like a booth or something. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. It's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
If this was voice acted, I would want... Wait. Get to pull off the block this overhead and get paid for it. Yeah, exactly. Gotta check something. Okay. Let me double check. Yes, okay. If this was gonna be voice acted, I would want here to be voiced by Linda Young, who did Genkai and Yu Yu Hakusho. I just wanted to make sure that I just wanted to see if Linda Young was still alive. Anyway, what kind of person was Jack Hammer?
Kind of person? If you only knew. Jack Hammer will live in the many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
I've heard of that.
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that.
Man's face is bothering me. His mouth seems a little too large. I feel like he's gonna unhinge it like a snake.
Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? Kita. He's Walmart Simon Castlevania? You're so right. And the costume would just be called like Vampire Slayer.
I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place, and that person...
and that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Did he give us a letter of request? I don't think he did. Somebody totally just stole his suit, she assumed. That's exactly what I was about to say. That seems like the obvious thing that happened there. Alright, well, let's go get a letter of request. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in a dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry, but I swear to you, my mom has a grave. I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security lady at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Document proving Will Powers' request for an attorney. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers' request was given to the security lady.
To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick.
Huh? There were maps on the security guard station. Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
Guide map of little studios added to the court record. Neat. I see. What the fuck happened to the head? Jesus. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? So no head. Ah, it's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. So, how's your investigation going, detective? The man knows his truth. Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Alright, time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause, pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. You think I'm lying? Ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. The security lady. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She's a total bottom. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not gonna find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha! I'm glad somebody around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. I think the reason he doesn't seem all that confident about his photo evidence is because it was the fucking... suit. At least he's at. So yeah, I guess so. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. So true. Hey, there's a camera here. It's a security camera. Takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1-307. Must be the camera ID number. Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind? What kind of monkey has a nose like that? Holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's about that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it too. Oh, I guess that explains that. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to make the non-employee or keep the non-employees out. Anything else? There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah. Apparently the studio's fallen on tough times and started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh. You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? Fucking got him. Holy shit, Phoenix. Do I need to show him something? You can only move back. Nick, look, that security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. Guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, what are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Always present the badge. True. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I saw go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is.
Phoenix can hand her his badge and Maya hand her hand-drawn crayon badge. Then she looks at Phoenix's badge and she's like,
this is clearly a fake, but this one... you can't... My eyes don't deceive me. This is the real deal.
He lets Maya in and calls the cops on Phoenix.
He's not the one who did it. I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Yeah, good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was past tense?
Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. You can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
The specific time seems like a really big detail, but alright.
My badge. Yeah. What's that? You giving that to me?
Absolutely not. Let's go to the employee area and be sneaky. October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Hey, could you sign our map? Nick, this is where they do all this behind the scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. She's so excited. Windowed into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. It's signed by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear. You don't need a spear. She's going full random. That's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look, samurai soda. Nick, try this. Yeah. Maya's definitely like... I feel like Maya is what you want a lot of the female leads when I play games to be. Ladies first. That must be the storage room. Where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Dead bodies. Remains of yesterday's lunch were scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. T-bone on one of the plates minus a steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. Just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Hell yeah. Same girl. The hell? Metal grid on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to go pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? So true. I think that's everything I can examine. Let me go my mouse so I can be extra thorough. Yep. I feel like a true person who has never cycled uphill. I've cycled uphill. I just dealt with it. See, the best part about cycling up a hill is you get to the top and you get to just do nothing down the other side. So it evens out. Dressing room. Ramming speed. October 16th, Global Studios, dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Never go plaid. I don't wear plaid, don't worry. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, there's a picture of him near the crime scene. Hope he's telling me the truth for his sake. Let's look around. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Got him. Wearing stripes and plaid. Damn. I'm gonna have a fucking plaid scarf to go with my striped scarf. That's gonna be my April Fool's outfit. I think in one of the golf streams I had like one of those plaid golf hats on. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Also, I was gonna say, I feel like opening your window on like a filming set would suck because it's probably just gonna be loud. And most of the time, and just like people yelling and shit going on and yada yada. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Hey, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Moo. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. Or an employee card key. That must be Power's. The Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Card key added to the court record. This is his room, and those are his foods. Uh-huh. Alright, cool. We can get in now. Oh, wait. Maybe. There might be a reason why he was out for like a day. Maybe. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Okay, cool. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Alright, we're gonna go inside after I take a pee break, so I'll be back. We're in. Alright. BRB. Hello. I return. Alright. Chalk outline. October 16th, Studio 1. Thank you. What is it? Thank you. Real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. Oh, it's tape. I knew that. I was just testing you guys. It's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Do you think that in those crime shows there's like some dude who's like the go-to guy to make like these chalk outlines and stuff? Like, oh, you need some white tape put down for your murder mystery crime show? Yeah, I know just the guy. He's a pro. Wow, look at that camera. That must have cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey! Oh, hey, you, no touch. Who's talking? Oh, it's this chick. Freckles. That's your name now. You can never change it to anything else. I had a dog named Freckles, actually. You're my dog now. Accidentally swapped WAS for arrow keys. Wait. Like, in general, on your computer, they just are different now? That is weird. I didn't know you could do that either. Yeah. Huh. Cool, I guess. I mean, I'm never gonna do it, but well, actually, no. I guess because there are some games actually that don't let you use WASD. Interesting. Anyway, sorry, my partner's kind of, no, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Willpowers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Willpowers, WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder, Freckles? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. I like looking at the way they draw the characters in the background. They always had like such exaggerated poses. Like she looks so fucking sassy there, just like side-eyeing this dude. I can't remember his name. He's not Willpowers, so I don't care. Hammer. Oh, it's right there. Jackhammer, that's it. Oh, I get it. Jackhammer, like a jackhammer. I just got that. Anyway, after eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Willpowers, like willpower. Oh my god. Those are fighting game names for sure. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent business for him. An urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm not sure. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. I'm not sure getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. Don't worry, Freckles. I think you're a good dog. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, Then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? Wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't the security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady up on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. But lies do, apparently. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Alright, I guess we're going to Old Bag. Because that's her name. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. That's it.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, you.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
We have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
You're absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Eek.
Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, that you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1.
Her! She's not even a full-time employee. How young and... Fuck. I knew a thing or two about respecting your elders back then, crying shame that the youth today. Fuck.
Damn, she talks fast. Or maybe I'll get one of them before the end. She left. Well, Nick, there's a chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Crazy how she just dropped the F-bomb like that in a Game Boy game. I know, right?
You fucking little shits. You pieces of shit.
Why I oughta. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Actually, if you look up the Japanese, it's just Faku. Clear as day. This is true. Don't check it. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yes. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. See, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. When? That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. 370, I believe. There, entered. Nothing happened, huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Look at the camera again? Maybe. I remembered. .307, okay. I did not remember. RIP. Oop, alright. 307. There, entered. Hey, you printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 5th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer, which means This was at 2 p.m. Good to know. Ours question mark photo added to the court record. Taken at the gate between the entrance and the studios. October 5th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. Where's the first photo? That old bag. Hey, Nick, can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, I'll show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. That's why Phoenix got his fucking face kicked in the last chapter. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? This photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. I can't put it past old people. That's why I got my face fucking kicked in our last trial, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what happened. We went to White and then got punched and then... Well, no, we got punched the first time and then we got arrested. But I think he punched us before we got arrested. So... October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. They should make an Ace Attorney game, but it's like Animal Crossing. So you actually have to show up to everything on time, and if you miss the court trial, the person dies.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Your Honor, League of Legends. Game Boy explodes. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I wonder if there are people. There's got to be at least one PNG tuber who like purposely made their thing to like look in the style of this game. At least one. If not on Twitch, then there's someone on YouTube doing it. Because I do count. You don't have to stream to be a PNG tuber. You just have to make content with the PNG. Nico thing. I mean, that still counts. That's still VTubing, regardless of where you're posting it.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution would like to show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. I have to poke holes in Gumshoe's shit. No doubt he's gonna slip up somewhere. He's a silly man. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here.
And then we'll wreck his testimony. Yeah, we're gonna get him.
To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This here is the employee area.
So the employee area isn't behind Old Bag's gate, which means that somebody could have gone to the employee area to get the suits, and then gone to the studio. Is what I'm saying. That's where I'm standing. I mean, I feel like that's obvious. I don't think there's going to be some other twist to this case that's going to make it more complicated than that, but I think that's going to be the big thing for today. I could be wrong. Maybe it won't come until the next part of the case. Anyway, we'll see.
The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. Security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, you see. Past that are the studios. Oh wait, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the gate is where like the welcome sign is. Never mind. I was wrong. So you would have to get inside, but we saw the thing that showed that you could get into the employee area without having to go through the main gate. So that will probably be important too. And here it is, Studio 1. Studio Ghibli. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there are only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. There's a new Miyazaki movie? I didn't know that. I don't keep up with Miyazaki, because I don't watch movies. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Something boys, something herons. Interesting. Well, I'm glad it was good at least. Right after... Oh, yeah. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. Samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to it again? Whole thing again? No? Unless I can press it. I mean, I don't think he said anything weird. Passion project? Oh, interesting. I think I can probably remember that. Okay. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. There's old bag. Will the witness now declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Seems Edward has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. So even when I was young, I was an old bag. So how do
Fucking... Nope, I can't do it. I can barely read fast enough to keep up. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. Witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. The portal hat story, yeah.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. No, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
May begin your testimony. Sure is one hell of an old bag.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
Yeah, I feel like we already know where to start. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. And the rest have been doing a run through. Got some errands, doesn't matter. It's 1 o'clock. Powers. Alright, press. So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny?
I think this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again, it was him. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed for the studio.
Gotcha. Bitch. Oh, sorry. Forgot wrong button. Let me get this straight, old bag. Or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. Even Edgeworth is sick of this lady. This is great. It'd be fucking funny if Edgeworth just straight up, it's like, contradicts her later and is like the final nail in her testimony's coffin. Just because he's done with her. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. We already beat his spotless record. True. True. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. He probably sympathizes with being old. I don't, though. I'm not a hag yet. We are the reason he eats a popsicle in the shower each night. I feel like you could take that in different ways. Anyway. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man, of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Edgeworth is surprised? So she hid evidence from Edgeworth because she thinks she's fucking a detective or something. Prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all your information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good evidence. This isn't any good as evidence, pal. Didn't even give it a second look.
Oh, and Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. The man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall.
Out of the corner of my eye, can you see my thing?
Yes.
This bit of his shirt, I thought it was like it looked kind of like mosaic censoring for a sec, and I got confused and scared.
He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Muscles are too hot to show on screen. So true. I'm gonna eat a popsicle in the shower later thinking of him. Okay. That morning during the run through the action scene. Which leg or which foot, ankle, whatever. The word ankle just blasted that scene of Hercules where Meg is trying to seduce him, and she like throws her like foot up in front of his face, and he gets flustered. And I just remember that Hercules has an ankle fetish, probably, if not a full-on foot fetish. Anyway, which one, baby? Is Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
That's the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. Taboo thing in the olden times. That far back, though. Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying is he went goo goo gaga when her foot flew up. Anyway. Absolutely sure. Let's take a look at that picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured.
It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper.
I feel like back in Greece, they probably would have worn a lot of open-toed. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just basing this off of media, but I feel like they would have worn a lot of open-toed footwear. So I feel like feet would have just been out.
Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers.
Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg.
Here's a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers.
Got them ancient Greek Crocs. And he is secretly an ancient Greek VTuber. There's gotta be more to this. I better keep pressing her. Let's just press everything from the get-go until she drops something juicy. We won't get. I don't think we'll get punished.
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't even said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said you today, always whining about each other, pointing fingers this way and that way. It's enough to make an old man.
I had it for a sec.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness.
Gedgerith has met his match. Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh.
So Powers
sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it. I was gonna make a joke that she kissed it, but I didn't actually think she would say that.
I was literally about to go, I kissed his boo-boo.
The more we get her to talk, the higher her chance there is miles, considering the pumpkin spice latte. Edgeworth willingly just chugs a grimace shake after this trial.
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle.
You may continue your testimony. Pulls up the Starbucks. Just fuck me up, fam. You broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
The samurai spear, the murder weapon. Wait, but the samurai spear wasn't broken because it was used to kill the guy.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
Strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Okay.
I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where's the Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
You sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer.
We have to consider that possibility also. And allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Here we go. Alright.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Let's go. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking, right. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then, and I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention...
Hey, what's up, Burner? Thanks for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Shoot yours. Hello, everybody. What are we up to? Phasmophobia. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you, Acer Bus Lupus, for the follow. Mwah. Welcome to the Fairy Circle. I hope, your Phasmophobia fun times were good. So hello Raiders, we are playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, the first game. I am Aito, I am a fairy and a moth, and I play games, and I'm very chill. Hell yeah. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming in. I hope you had a good time. Don't forget to go get some water and stretch and eat, take meds or whatever you need to do. We are currently pressing this lady's testimony. How goes the attorney? It's going pretty good. We're detective geniuses. No, we have not gotten any. We have not fucked up once yet in this playthrough. So, why she got berries in her hair? I can't tell you, man. That woman's eyebrows line is the same thickness as her wrinkle line. It makes me believe that she has no eyebrows. I'd be right. That's just her face. You know, now that I look at it, her things in her hair kind of look like spider eyes, actually. Why you got a giant spider in your hair, girl? Anyway.
Not to mention...
Oh, I gotta click back in. Oops. They had, I would have seen them. Press. No lashes and brows. Just face. I do believe that those are the crown jewels. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy? Old windbag sure has balls, or... you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. For that matter, entirely forgetting him. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Hair is secretly a spider? Who doesn't have a giant spider in their hair? I don't. I'm a moth and it would eat me. The only thing worse than a spider in my hair would be a bird. What else went in there? If they had, I would have seen them. Do we have anything to present? Borb. Caw. hell yeah. This turn is great. We played Ghost Trick recently, and it was fucking fantastic, and it's written and directed by the same dude. Although this came out first, because this was in 2001 on the Game Boy Advance. Okay, so we have the Samurai Spear, Ours' photo, the card key, and the guide map, Jack's autopsy report. Guess I'll press this? I don't know why I would... How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
See, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Donut steal. Or whatever. I don't watch The Simpsons. Get Ian here. Make the correct quote. Damn, I'm not sure what to do now. I think I already pressed everything. Yeah. I'm definitely overlooking something. No, she only saw. Okay, so everyone was in the dressing room before, or sorry, the employee area. The only person she saw go to Studio 1. What about? That grate that was off the wall is definitely important, but that's not a thing we can present, so... Make sure I press this. Everyone was in the employee area and I locked them in gates. Her name is Oldbag? Her name is... I think her full name is Wendy Oldbag or something like that. Yes. That is her last name. The guy who died is named Jack Hammer. And the guy we're defending is Will Powers. Like willpower. Harry Butts. Well, actually, it's Larry Butts. Thank you. When something smells, it's the butts. Huh. Have an idea. Okay. No, that is... I was thinking maybe in the photo he was actually walking away from studio, but no, he's the way the camera was positioned, left would be towards the studio. You get it? Hold your horses. We have to get through this step first. This is what I was talking about last time. They're cage free. What? Whatever the equine equivalent is. What, horses? This is no time for one of your classic horse analogies. I'm gonna take a hit potentially and try presenting this again. Hold on, look at this photograph one more time. Photo was taken by the camera at the gate from the studios, right?
Yes, sir, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
Here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo were printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
You and I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2.
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Alright, we got her. Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Mr. Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, well, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
This lady's getting on my last nerve.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it.
Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Alright. The day after finished guard duties, I have one important job. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera and check them. Let's press this part. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part.
For the most part. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. That was hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Did you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, you must know there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
You're a terrible security guard.
Bro, the grate has been loose for a while. Leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
Coming through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. You son of a bitch. Oh,
And?
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Told you I'd get it this time. Kids. So, on the photo that you erased,
It was a boy, probably second or third grade.
he's obviously the killer. What?
It's crazy time.
Order! I'd like an order of 12-piece McNuggets. Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about second or third grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day.
Yeah, I have my reason to hate the childs only grows more. Childs and birds. I'm child pest control, like the Blively commercial in Smiling Friends.
Can't stop him. Can't catch him.
A boy in second or third grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
If you or a loved one ever encountered a child, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defenses and the prosecution to consider this new information. You're right. No one should have to go through that. I agree. I'm doing the world a service. And no forgetting vital information this time. Word. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio, I was sleeping, be honest. So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume, so where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are you going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right, and it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. This man is the human equivalent of one of those hot spring monkeys. Oh my god, you're right. I'm gonna play Harvest Moon, and he's gonna be sitting in the hot springs. Not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Nightfang calls him like they sees him. Actually kind of makes me wonder. I don't remember what you said earlier, actually. Blanca? I know you compared him to Blanca, which is also accurate.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. Didn't we say 2nd or 3rd grade? That would make him like 8, 9, maybe. 10 is a stretch. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. There's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. I don't know. I don't remember what age first year is, but I don't think they're that different. Year 3 would be 8 to 9, according to this. So it's close enough. Ours. Oh, this is Australia. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Let me find Japan. Ireland. Wait, I pass it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Italy, Japan. Year 3 would be 8 to 9, so yeah. So it still wouldn't really make a lot of sense. Just say he's 10. I don't know, that's just a nitpicky thing. It doesn't actually matter. I just thought it was weird.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
Defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. You accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. Fucking health bar comes up.
So, who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder?
It's Phoenix Wright, judge under breath, motherfucker, not again. That would buy us a day. Can't keep getting away with this. The assistant, maybe? I don't know if... I feel like out of anyone here, the assistant girl would probably have the easiest time wielding the spear. But we haven't seen anything of her that makes her suspicious either. But if we assume that Old Bag didn't do it... Jared is pretty young as well and probably could fit in that great thing. Maybe. I guess I'm just gonna... I'll take the hit if I'm wrong, I guess. Let's safety save. I don't think it's not gonna auto kill me if I get it wrong or anything, plus. But I'm gonna safety save anyway. Food theory is correct. She would have access to his food to knock him out. Maybe you might have a point. You know what? I'm gonna try the assistant girl. She didn't do anything wrong yet that we know of that we can point at her, but it's a fair point. A grade school kid would not be able to get into that suit, carry the sphere, and walk all the way across. But if it's the assistant girl, maybe she was limping because the suit and the sphere were so heavy. It was the assistant. The steel samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the steel samurai. That limp old bag saw could have easily been because the suit didn't fit. That's what it really looks more like the suit doesn't fit properly than it does limping because leg hurt. I thought that the first time I saw it. So you're saying the steel samurai in this picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. Serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the steel samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Power's injury? Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle.
True. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Power's injury. She could look the steel samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the steel samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Well, it's a good thing we have the assistant in court today. Whoa! Gotta take some legs out from under that case. Fuck. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows. Bumps out the stage just full of tears and snot. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to go for the kit. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I just don't think there's no way the old lady did it. I just wanted to go to college. I didn't do anything. But I don't know. I mean, even if we fuck up twice, it's not gonna give us a game over, so yeah. It was the grade school boy. Why doesn't anyone say anything? Are you seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was the steel samurai. Would you care to explain just how the boy would have obtained it from him? Maybe that's a dumb move on my part. Maybe? How about absolutely, Nick? Alright, I guess we do have to say it was the old bag. Weird. That seemed like the worst choice to me. But I guess, what do I know? Alright. I guess the argument for pointing her out would be that she's the only one who has we have any dirt on, but I don't know. I guess I'm jumping the gun because I'm just like, nah, I don't think she did it. Anyway. It was a security lady, Windy Old Bag.
Who?
Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. That's fair. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. Security Lady Old Bag.
What? Whippersnapper?
I didn't really even think about that, to be fair. But I guess I should have. Oh well. We have our first fucky wucky. Order! Is this true, Old Bag?
Old Bag? That's Miss Old Bag to you.
Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simply, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. She was in his costume. She could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Just guess everything until you get it right. One of them will be correct. That in the grade school thing could have been a red herring. Yeah. I mean, it definitely was to an extent. It's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? Prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Oh my god, I called it. fucking, he's done with her.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
She did admit that she deleted a photo, and that is suspicious AF. Let's press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But I guess also she could have just deleted the photo of her walking by.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. She would ask Miles to whip out his badge. Yeah. And then whip out his cock. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute, what about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I would pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
Ma'am, the only dumbasses here with a badge are either a detective or the opposing counsel. Got him. I have proof.
Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
Card key. The scene of the murder was, as we all know, at Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. Oh, I skipped it. But how could it, how the kid couldn't find the card key is basically what he said.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag's speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
And the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
We did it.
Wait a second. I'm not gonna just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking.
Oh god, you sure do talk. Oh great, stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must though, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? Fucking...
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Oh boy.
Well, testify.
This fucking lady.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been to the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay. Who? Wait to see the pic of her describing them, and it's a guy in a Vegas Street Fighter mask with a knife.
There was nothing suspicious about him.
Cuts to Freddy Krueger. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. It's fucking... I can't believe Edgeworth is on our side. This is great.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Yes.
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. Path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue this cross-examination?
I say we continue. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it, and they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talked. I'm gonna press everything. Oh wait, was that everything? Them? Who are these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? Oh, I already pressed that one. Oops. Guess we'll take a route. We have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. There was a studio too. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. Eyes glaze over for a minute. There was a studio too. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. Since the day's proceedings and the trial of Mr. Will Powers, that is all. This court is adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really, it's nothing. Or should I... What are you sniffing about? Well, we'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. Alright, calm down. Keep your sniffles to yourself. We have to find out more about the director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she isn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. Cool. Alright, that's a perfect stopping point. And it's probably going to be at least an hour for the next section, so I'm just going to stop here for 2 nights. And we will finish this case tomorrow. I presume. I'll do my best to at least. Alright, cool. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow, same time, more of this. Tuesday, Chow Tuesday. The plot thickens. So true. Wednesday, streaming with V. Chow's Day. Yep. Playing Dokapon Kingdom Connect. Thursday, Homestuck 101 with Dawn. And then Friday and Saturday and Sunday, more of this. And we might beat the game this weekend, but if not, we'll be pretty close at least, I think. We'll get most of the way through for faux show. Faux show. Alright, let's go see if streaming tonight. Oop. Let's see. Who have I rated recently? Think you know where this case is going? Well, we'll see if you're right. What's... Hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah. Fuck white man. That guy sucked. Alright. You know what? We'll raid Tiege. They're playing Witcher 3. They're doing Gwent right now, which was my favorite part of the game. You want to play cards? Anyway. Yeah. That is it from me. And yeah. Poor villager. Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, yep, switch it to... cool. Yep. Thanks for coming out. Have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you next stream. Mwah.